一起吧。
He's gonna feed us food. He's gonna feed us to some.
These guys know.
Down, look at.
She's gonna feed them too. Up on me, right?
No, it's just it's Excelsior. It's stuff made out of wood. It's usually used for packing like gold-based artifacts. So what I'm gonna do is just spread some of this out, and then I'm gonna try to mix some bugs into it.
That's their fiber?
Just look at it. I can.
Come over here. We haven't started yet, right? And our phone has been there.
Look at these things.
Are they eating sweethearts?
They also like crickets a lot. They like 11:30 I come out here and scatter the bugs or give them some type of enrichment with the bugs in it. And then I also give them some meat, raw meat, and meat, apples, and carrots and ham. They make up all of our animal diets for us. So every morning all the keepers drive up there and we load up all the stuff. I have a cart that I drive around, but like the field keepers, they go live load their bales of hay and their big feed bags.
Oh, right behind them there.
See it? We try it like this.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Mike and I are both. I'm sure the students are going, oh my God. And then the elephants are off.
Can I go see the lions while they're still active? Yeah, but I don't see you.
It's a lion station. But it is in this. You see the lions up on top of the stand?
Maybe you'll even get a good view of a giraffe. And we could stay here for an hour just talking about both, but to get a glance at cheetahs and one of giraffe is truly remarkable because depending on what the animals want to do at any given time. So for that, look to the right at black rhino that are. And what a tremendous picture you're getting. Tendencies are that they go behind the rocks and disappear from view. So take full advantage of the moment to get a picture of a black rhino. Because we only have 3 in the enclosure. And that youngster you see in there with his mom, we waited for 10 years. That has returned them to the wild. And if you were to go to Niger today, there'd be maybe 50 to 260 of them left. Of course, with that in mind, the smaller springbok are well adapted to their environment in the wild because of the coloration. They jump straight up 10 feet, alerts members of the herd to an impending danger, and it tends to intimidate as well. But out in the wild, whales are starting to do that already. and they're only a couple of years old. At 18 feet tall, they are a powerful statement indeed. When they mature, 6 feet, a species that could disappear in our lifetime because there are only 2 in captivity in the Western Hemisphere, both of which are here at the park. Maybe 5 in the Czech Republic last year in captivity, and none in the wild because they've all been poached. The northern white rhino, indeed, is serious. Trees every day so we can re-up the supply and not have to plant a tree every day. But as far as others in camouflage go, I'll bet you 2 to 1 it's difficult for you to try and see it. Here on the left is kudu, Ugandan cob, and the larger greater kudu. But when a horn breaks off, they don't grow back. They're not like antlers that shed seasonally and grow in larger. He will have... Now the roan antelope, both males and females have horns, and they too like the wooded areas. So all of the elves, and since it is the time of year where births have occurred, there have been for some of them, and believe me, if the adults are that tiny, you'd be hard-pressed to find the baby. Another species that have are called blessbok, and they're only found in reserves, no longer in the wild. And a brand new baby for the roan antelope that was born yesterday, which she's in the process of doing, and then hiding it again, because for 2 weeks it has no scent. It's harder to find for a predator out in the wild. So again, a visual that is exceptional of a little one born yesterday. Thank you, Mom.
There's that one right there.
Can't hardly even walk.
Leaving the roan antelope, what we'll do is go down this side. Africa to agriculture. So, to convince the people to save the land is important for their migratory paths to sustain the stock. We're trying to learn the 3rd largest of the antelope. Asia and Algeria. Nice to be able to see them. 2 other species exist in this enclosure, but they're so far over the hill, they're not making it easy at all. That's to the... And we've been in operation since '72. But before that, the San Diego Zoo actually got started in 9 trees. Taking full advantage of that moment. And when he arrived here about 2.5 years ago, the tallest giraffe we ever had was 18 feet. He is 20 feet tall. Placing him in a nursery also helps, which they do. The babysitter. If ever you want to get a really close view giraffe, take one of those photo caravans, because you can book it through the ticket booths, get on board, and then feed a giraffe. And there are at least 2 species up there. The 2-toned brown Kenya impala that can actually outdistance a cheetah because they can go 55 miles an hour, and the fluffy brown Defasa waterbuck. But so
She's going in. Look at it.
Oh, look, she's got the Jeep. It's in, it's up in the Jeep.
I might take a nap.
Well, you'll see it when you get up there, because these people...
The cup?
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but take a picture.
Look how big it is.
I can't see it. See the tail. Oh, Dad, do you want to be hot?
You're standing in front.
I've never brought them to look at it. All right.
Start setting.
Hey, look. Stand up here.
He kind of sticks in his mouth. Doing some yard cleaning.
Build a campfire.
Huh?
Gonna build a campfire. African.
Oh wow. There's a, I didn't see that little one.
You thought that one right there was
Yeah.
like, wow, it could have been for a baby, huh?
Sticks close to mommy.
Biscuits or whatever. Their nose is like surprisingly like flexible too. And they're all different directions. It's like a mouth almost. Take a picture of me with that.
Yeah, Grandpa likes mine the way.
That cracked me up. Oh, look at him climbing on Daddy. Slid down his side. That's funny. Yeah. After Mom. There we go. Oh, it's scamper like crazy, you know?
Is he green? Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Help, please!
Oh!
You didn't get me.
Alright, you ready?
No, you have to go over it.
Oh, Kristen, you were looking down wide.
Do you want me to take your picture? Dad, do you want to do it? Oh, you can. Good job. No, that's what you put off the top of
Bruce, stop. I don't want to hurt Bruce. Look at me. Oh, look. Come on, Bruce. Stop it. Bruce.
Washington 4 times. We won't watch. We won't wait for you.